Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, and goodwill towards all y'all, man. What's happening? Happy Thursday, and welcome in once again to the Breaking Bread radio program right here on Birmingham's Real Talk 99.5, live once again from the Redland Rifle Studios, inside of Redland Rifle Company, Highway 280. Looking for a piece for some peace of mind. Come see us. Long guns, short guns, handguns, accessories, lights, dots, suppressors.
Gun cases. Holy cow, do we have gun cases.
For days.
For days and days and days. We had 3 pallets of them come in today.
Protect the thing that protects you.
That's the best way to do it. No sense in spending $2,000 on something and then just throwing it in the back of your truck like some people do.
And I mean, you can come in here and spend $2,000 and we appreciate that. But like, look, if you are a person who doesn't possess a lot of hand strength these days, but you're looking for yourself a new 9mm, out there on the sale table, there's a couple Smith & Wesson 9mm Easies.
Oh yeah,
I think for like $449 or $459 or somewhere sub $500.
those are good pistols too.
Great option if you have a problem racking the slide.
But also, even if you have a problem with the slide, we will spend the time to show you how to do it properly. And once it's done, once we show you how it's done,
yeah, then it's dead.
It's dead. And nobody has a problem.
You're ready for whatever situation comes your way.
1911. If you just happen to see one laying on the street, you can pick that up. You shouldn't, but you just grab that and you can rack it.
Thanks to Lonnie's Furniture Company for providing this uber comfortable sitting environment. If you're looking for some great, well-crafted, super stylish adult furniture. Maybe you're not even looking for like the last furniture you're going to buy. Maybe you just need some lazy boys for football season coming up. Lonnie's has more than an acre of furniture under one roof down there in Kimberly, Alabama, or whichever direction it is from where you are. You can get there. You can get more information at LaniusFurniture.com, LAUNIUS Furniture.com. AJ, JD, Darian, the Chubb Father. We are also, the studio is prettied up today because Chrissy Schubert from Addie's Big Army is sitting next to me, so we're going to get to her in a second. But guys, you know, we always talk about how they're listening when they pick the new Lay's flavors and all this stuff that we talk about that happens and ends up being, well, so I listen to 93.7 The Fan out of Pittsburgh a lot, especially with football season. With football season around the corner, I gotta listen to Steelers talk first day of training camp, yada yada yada. Well, Chris Mueller, he is one of the co-hosts of the afternoon drive time show, and he and I go back and forth on Twitter from time to time. And I was like, "Hey man, you should come on the show and talk to us about Pittsburgh sports." I'm like, "The name of my show is Breaking Bread Radio, da 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 whatever." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I don't know, like it's a Cumulus station, and I work for some." Yeah, exactly. So then, at the start of football season, they've got this new thing they're doing on Saturdays, where they go and go to a local restaurant with a local sports personality and have some food. Take a guess what they name that. Some. Breaking Bread. They sure did.
So, so do we?
Absolutely, they did.
Do we hit them up and? It sounds like we need to send them a cease and desist for real. 100%.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Brian about that.
Drama from the 412. I mean, I don't want there to be beef, but there's beef.
Well, I mean, no, like, yeah, that's a cease and desist right there.
I mean, just between AJ and I alone, that's a lot of beef.
That's true.
There is no old lady anywhere watching the live stream of the show saying, "Where's the beef?" Because It's clear. It's right here.
Well, then you got Darian side beef.
Yeah. No, he's the side muscle.
Oh, there you go, side muscle. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Darian is the most svelte among us.
He is.
But
He is.
enough of that. Enough of that nonsense. Let's keep things moving here with Crocker Moving Services. Tell me. Really real.
Having me.
Yeah. Yep. Battery flavored? Did they shock you? Because it's the only reason why I can think to like put a battery anywhere near your mouth is to like test the 9-volt top.
Yeah.
Right?
Blood. Eh,
It's irony.
It's iron.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Now,
Mm.
let me submit to you that if they really wanted to do it right, they would have baked in some pop rocks just
Ooh.
to the end, just
Yeah.
to the end, so you got a little bit of
Yeah.
to go with the,
I'm worried. I'm worried though. We're on the cusp of getting sock flavored chips now. Um,
Yep.
oh yeah,
yes, barf.
Yep.
they'll probably.
This booger is not boogery enough at all. This is clearly artificial booger flavoring.
I bet there's a radio show that's gonna come out with that.
Mm. Hmm. And so I've been trying for months now to get Elon to respond because at a very fair price, I would like to offer him the rights to the Chubb Fathers brand for franchises on Mars.
That's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? We'll also have a little oil lube express type thing situation going with it so that you can like fill up and lube up the robots while you're eating a cheeseburger on Mars.
Will the robots eat cheeseburgers too?
I think they're vegetarians.
The battery.
The battery flavored
yeah.
chips, yeah. Hit me, Elon.
By the way, I've already got our lawyer on the cease and desist. So I'm serious. I just texted him. Like,
Well, I hope we don't get ceased and desisted by the people in England whose show is
they're in a
Breaking Bread,
totally different country.
right?
I mean, and you just talked to these people about it.
Right.
And so yeah, like let's send them a cease and desist. Let's call it a day.
Consider yourself
Served.
ceased and desisted.
Or maybe they want to like combine the shows. Maybe we should ask that.
Yeah, I mean, I really
Yeah.
thought that we could we should do that because
yeah.
the places where they go eat food in the 412,
Yeah, and so then we could just get access to the Steelers as well.
Yeah.
That'll be part of it. Season tickets, boxes.
I hope so. I actually am sitting in a suite for the Steelers and Lions game in December.
Kind of like smell-o-vision.
Yeah, man, I ain't seen it in real time. Like I was watching reruns too, homie. What are you talking about? Yeah, I believe most of what I see on TV,
Still waiting for my flying
especially
car.
cartoons. Right. Yeah. Hmm. For a robot? Yeah.
Ahead of her time.
Yeah. She had them good birthing hips for sure. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Chrissy. I taught. To be fair, I said that I would say things. That's my filter.
But of course, she was like, "It's a radio show, so of course she'd say things."
Yes.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We should probably get people to sign that when they come in.
Yeah.
This is a super professional show.
So terrible. So terrible.
Hmm. Hmm. So, do y'all remember Supermarket Sweep?
Yeah.
They'd run around. So, I was in the Shell station over here. This is months ago. There was a guy in there buying those like he was on Supermarket Sweep. Like, I mean, he just had like an armful of them. I was like, all right, man. And it was like morning time.
Right.
No. Uh,
Man, I want to say something so bad.
so yeah.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Right. But
No, I'm
Because I'm
good.
sitting here.
It is. It actually is. It actually is. Let's go to traffic. And when we come back, we'll start talking about Addie's big army. How about them apples? It's breaking bread. Back after this. Thanks, AJ. Gonna go to the Super Bowl. Hey, hey, oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Welcome back into the Breaking Bread radio program. Listen, if you are looking to get out of your current vehicle and into something else, like a fatter check than you get from the car dealership, I suggest, recommend, if you will, that you go to bhandbroker.com, fill out a little bit of information, have a consultation, come to an agreement, hand them the keys. And Craig and Keith and the team are going to sell your car and sell your car fast so you don't have to. It really is that simple. I know you don't believe me, but you should, because lots of people around you have already done business with Birmingham Broker. And if you're looking for a ride, check out bhandbroker.com and check out their fantastic selection of loved-on vehicles. They're awesome like that, bhandbroker.com. As I'd mentioned, Chrissy Schubert from Addie's Big Army is here. Thank you for coming and sitting down and participating in our particular brand of nonsense.
Well, it's a joy for me to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
Of course, we spoke with you
Almost a month ago.
Out at the Motors on Main event, which
The inaugural.
yes, which is coming up again tomorrow.
It is, and I'm so
Actually.
excited about our trailer.
Yes, we will be there once again.
Oh, it's going to be a surprise, AJ. I'll send some out when it's finished.
I'll make sure you get some pictures, AJ. And the story of Addie's Big Army is pretty incredible. Used to just be Addie's Army, but then it got bigger, faster, stronger.
It sure did.
And that is fantastic. So why don't, for anybody who didn't catch the show that night, why don't you give us a quick overview of what it is and what y'all do?
Yeah. So we are a God-centered, innovative, and out-of-the-box vocational community, future residential community for adults with disabilities. Our mission is to create an educational environment with very meaningful work, a sense of belonging, and a culture of honor. But really, it's to change the way the world views our population. A lot of our, we call them citizens, they've really been underestimated. And our mission and goal in life is to really shift that and show the world what they're capable of. And I feel like we're doing a really good job of that. So that's our mission. How we got there. It's kind of a crazy story in itself, which I'm happy to go into that as well.
Well, yeah, tell us why tell us why Addie's Big Army is so personal to you and hits home, obviously.
Yeah. So Addie is my daughter. She is our, as one of our citizens calls her, she says she's our mascot. When we do tours, she tells everybody, she's the mascot. This is Addie. But Addie was diagnosed with autism at 2 years old. Addie, when she was diagnosed, she did not have the easy kind of autism. It was, I don't know how familiar y'all are with autism, but it was the hard kind. She's what they would consider classic moderate autism. And when she was diagnosed, we put her in a school here in Birmingham that we were told if we put her in the school that she would be in a typical kindergarten class by the time she graduated. And that's all we cared about. Our main goal in life was to really fix her. And the problem that we came upon was that Addie has the regressive kind of autism. So Addie would make progress, and then she would take 20 steps back. It was like intense. Our house was like a war zone. There are times where, we felt like we needed to have a helmet on our heads. Addie would go through these periods where she would just become extremely self-injurious. So bloody bite marks up and down her arms and bald spots in her head. She stopped sleeping. She was completely naked, would not wear clothes, which means we would have to wrap her in a blanket and take her to school naked every morning. And we would hold her down along with 3 or 4 therapists and try to get clothes on her. She wouldn't sleep at night, so from maybe 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. she would sleep, and then 11 p.m. on she was up all night long screaming, and I was up all night long holding her hands down so she couldn't hurt herself. And that's just a little glimpse into her everyday. Wouldn't look at us. She didn't speak. She had some words and she lost them in one of her regressions. And it was just very traumatic, is the best way I can say. It was traumatic for us and it was traumatic for her. And so really we didn't know how much she was in there.
Well, that's a good cliffhanger.
It is.
Yeah.
That is a good cliffhanger right there.
That was timed perfectly. I mean, Will said he cut a bunch of onions today at the
Yeah,
at the restaurant.
that's probably what it is.
So
That's probably what it is. Let's take a break. Yeah. You are listening to the Breaking Bread radio program right here on Talk 99.5. And we'll be back like Chuck Woolery used to say, 2 and 2.
What?
Chuck Woolery.
I know who that is.
He used to say, we'll be back after this, 2 and 2.
Huh. So I need to brush up on my woolery game.
I don't really know what that means. I just think it's cool.
Fair.
Tony and Amy and the whole family down at Vapor Forge want you to know that those disposable vapes that you've been puffing on are getting harder and harder to come by. And if you're not going to start smoking cigarettes or stop, you're going to have to transition to a pod system. And right now, if you go to Vapor Forge Highway 280 next to Bailey Brothers Music, you can get into one of those pod systems at a incredibly reasonable price. And not only that, they're going to give you your first bottle of juice, and they have so many flavors. It's really pretty crazy. Vape flavors are almost like the Jelly Belly jelly beans
They
that
are.
we were talking about. There's a lot going on.
Probably drown yourself in all the stuff
Yeah.
over there.
They have the best prices in town because they're in an unincorporated Shelby County, just like Redland. So you're only paying 5% sales theft, as JD likes to say.
It's true.
Get some more information at vaporforge.com. And while I'm at it, we mentioned it briefly, but we will be broadcasting live tomorrow, 6 to 7, out in Leeds for Motors on Main, hanging out with the Mob Inc. crew and the Motors on Main folks, for that matter.
And all of Leeds.
In all of Leeds. 5 to 8 is the time frame. We will obviously be on from 6 to 7. Redland will be there with their beautiful new mobile gun studio.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Chub Father's food truck will be there. I also believe that Eugene's Hot Chicken
Ooh,
is scheduled to be there.
I've never had their food.
Big shout out to my brother Zebby Carney, friend of the show for sure. Some other food trucks and the businesses right there on Main Street will be open. The Pants Store and the Rabbit Restaurant. It's what's it called?
Three-eared rabbit, right?
Three-eared rabbit.
A rare bit.
Yeah, yeah. There's also a
wonder where they got that name.
library or bookstore across the way. It is. But the guy in the library didn't seem very interested in talking to me. No. He just assumed that my politics didn't match his, so there was no reason for him to have verbal communication with me.
That's fortunate and probably.
Regardless of the fact that my chest said love everybody.
Yeah.
But hey, shoot me down if you want to shoot me
There's
down.
those big MAGA under it, didn't?
No,
Doesn't
none
it
of
have
that.
You
no.
don't have that shirt?
No.
Oh.
Nope, just this hippie colored tie dye.
Just says love everybody.
It says love everybody. God forbid. Yeah. Oh well.
Is it because the back? Is it because the back says
No, it says
just-
kick me.
It's just the back. The front says love everybody. The back says except only the people that you want to love. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what Jesus said. Anyhow. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah. So, back to Addie, she, I know I shared a lot of her.
Finish
Yeah,
up there.
you left us on a cliffhanger.
I
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
So, yeah, I left you on the hard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard stuff, but it's redeeming. So bear with me.
Absolutely.
She, self-injury, no sleep, marriage falling apart, of course. Just all the things that you can imagine. We're kind of hanging on by a thread at any given moment. Probably the closest I've been to a nervous breakdown, honestly. I probably looked into a couple of mental institutions that I could go on vacation to.
Vacation.
That's
And nobody
kinda-
would blame you.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Never heard it put that way.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
Our goal in life was just to keep her alive, and that's what it felt like. But with all of that, how much is she in there? We didn't know. Like, does she understand us? She didn't look at us. She didn't talk. And that's what kind of led us to a huge paradigm shift that we had in 2018. In between that, of course, we launched Addie's Army 2015 just to help other families, just to bless them, free things to the community. We've done a lot free of charge just to bless the community, just in our pain. And 2018, we had started a program with Addie that required we presume competence, which basically, you have to believe that that kid is in there, which was really hard for us.
You said you presume competence?
Yes,
Okay, gotcha.
the program itself required that you presume competence.
Okay.
Which means so the program itself it's basically teaching them age level academics and talking to them as if they're in there.
Gotcha.
With us, with Addie, we would talk to her 1 word, 2 words, 3 words, very short, not really knowing if she understood us.
So you're not dumbing it down.
We're not dumbing it down.
Gotcha.
It's taking a shift in the mind to say, she understands me. So I'm going to teach her 3rd grade level. Right now, we're going to read a book. We're going to teach her. We're going to ask her questions. And so her tutor would come in and she would talk to her and I would watch and I was fascinated. And Addie seemed to enjoy it. And we started getting these little glimmers of hope. We'd watch her point to the right answer on a choice board. She would put two words and Addie would point to the right answer. And then she would begin to spell that right word. She would point to letters on a letter board, 1 letter at a time. And I would just watch over the course of 3 months. And then it was the day before her 9th birthday that she was doing a history lesson, and she got inspired. And she just looked at me, and she smiled really big, and then just broke out into her first poem.
I've already heard this one last month.
I'm preparing myself.
So the poem said, so music really plays as the American eagle soars. I can send new airs to air, never to have my soul care. Me, God, open my mind, steady my heart. His need will call. Are some still lost? I'm autistic and free.
Unreal.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was to see me in that moment, I would give anything to have the camera. I was recording it, but I have it on recording watching Addie, but I would give anything to see me back because really I was violently shaking. You see me reacting in a way that I was trying to receive a miracle that was too big. And it was almost like the goodness of God overcame me because the years prior, I spent a lot of time wondering if God even heard my prayers. Living and watching her suffer like that, I wondered if he heard me, if he saw us. And it was in this moment where I was like, he has heard my prayers. And not only has he heard me, but he loves me and he loves my daughter. And so I was just shaking and weeping. And Addie was shocked. She's never seen me get emotional like that. Because I'm such a stoic, unemotional person. My husband's the more emotional one. I'm stoic. And so her eyes got really big and she looks at me with like compassion and she spelled, "It's okay, Mom, I'm in here."
Oh. That's man, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That's like you don't have words for that.
You don't.
Right? Like it's like
it's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It was
but it's validation though, like instant at that moment that like she's in there and everything, like the presumption of competence, like all of that kind of is working, right?
And it says a lot about our kids because if that had been me and I had been waiting and trapped in my own world for 9 years and my parents underestimated me, I feel like I would be angry. And I feel like my first words would be like, you forgot me, something. But her first words were, "It's okay, Mom." She wanted to comfort me in my pain. And that just kind of broke me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We need to hear about the traffic one more time. And when we come back, I'm very interested to know in how your relationship has changed with her.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know that there's anything that could bring two people closer to get. I mean, that's that's going through a lot of crap
Yeah.
Yep.
together.
Yeah.
I mean, and then obviously she's your child, but I mean that experience, it brought you together instead of pushing you apart,
It
which
did.
is beautiful. So let's talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Breaking Bread right here on Talk 99.5. Welcome back into the Breaking Bread radio program. Listen, if you think you got an issue with your roof, don't call me because I make cheeseburgers for a living. Reach out to the roofing professionals at Noto Roofing because Noto knows roofing. Noto roofing.com. Tell them the Breaking Bread crew sent you and sign yourself up for a worry-free, risk-free roof evaluation and tune-up. That's right. They will come and evaluate your roof. NOTOroofing.com. Hanging out with Chrissy Schubert from Addie's Big Army. Before we went to the break, I had asked, I wanted to know how your relationship has changed from that point to now. But Darian was also trying to ask you a question, and I cut him off. So I want to make sure that he gets his piece. Darian?
Wow. I could sit here all day. So the second we started to talk to her differently, or actually, let me rephrase that. The second we started to talk to her, okay, and treat her like one of us and see her, because of, she said, I feel invisible. I have felt like a ghost for the last 9 years with everybody. As soon as we started speaking to her and talking to her and teaching her, she became a different kid. All of that stuff you see now, does it happen occasionally? Yeah, it does. But she is a different kid. I mean, she's probably one of the hardest workers we have at Addie's Big Army. She's the words that people use to describe her are compliant, regulated, full of self-control. She doesn't talk, but she understands everything. And I mean, today she was running the cash register for our pop-up event. It's just incredible.
That's amazing. I'm such a big believer in speaking things into existence.
Me too.
And I think that one of the things that I'm most proud of about myself is that I have the ability to meet people where they are.
Yeah.
And just the fact that, you started speaking
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
We have a whole video where we had that scripture in there that, talked about that. And we literally spoke it into existence with her. I mean, we prayed over her. We spoke scripture over her. I mean, just the whole spiritual part leading up to it is just beautiful. But, I would look at her and tell her who she was before we even knew that she was. And so it's just really beautiful. And our relationship really grew, and, just getting to know her,
Right.
spelling. And she just began to open up and tell us about her crazy world and how she sees colors on people and emotions. And she hears music in color, and which explained why she was so overwhelmed sensory wise.
Right.
I can imagine how trippy that felt and overwhelming. And she's actually the one that started spelling to us about building a place for her people.
Okay, so that transitions us perfectly
Yeah.
into what you guys got going on now, and the question that AJ
Yeah.
asked about the development of the building and structure. And
Yeah. So we found the best place in the U.S. We traveled, found Brookwood and Georgetown. We wanted to find a replicatable community, and we wanted to find the best out there, and we found it. It's amazing. We found them. We replicated in February of 2023 and started with 6 citizens, and now we are up to, I think, 20. We're adding a couple of citizens this month. And we're currently looking for our forever space for this community. We're looking to build phase 2, which is all things work-based. We plan to have a cafe and a high-end retail store. The high-end retail store will have all the beautiful items our citizens create. They make all kinds of amazing products.
are those things available for purchase?
Yes.
Currently, where can folks do that?
So addiesbigarmy.org, we have an online shop, and you can go there, you'll see it, and you can order products. We take pre-orders for things. We can customize things. We do tours. People come on the tours, and they shop when they're there. And we're in a church right now. We have free church space. It's absolutely amazing. Lakeside Church has hosted us for free, opened their doors to us. Beyond grateful to them. But we're outgrowing that space, and so we need our forever space. Yeah, so we plan to have our work on a separate piece of property as our residential. We plan to have all things work-based in the face of the community, retail, cafe, vocational training center, and a little bit off of that, we plan to build our residential, which will have a lot of components. If you think about like Mount Laurel, we plan to have pieces inside our community to bring the community to us. But our work-based community, it's, this is going to be how we change the way the world views our population, and it's going to provide jobs for our citizens. Our citizens are going to get paid to work the cafe and the retail. So it's really going to be that place that people come and they truly see and feel what my daughter spelled in all of her letters, which is the power of love. You know, you spend a few minutes with our kids and you really understand what love means, because we've really gotten it wrong. You know, you spend some time with them, you see a different definition of love.
Unconditional.
Oh, absolutely. So our citizens will work there along with some of our staff, and the community will come inside. We will be serving the community. Yes.
Awesome. Now, is there an age range that y'all are targeting, or is this, yeah, just
Yeah, we are all post high school. So we do have a couple of seniors that are transitioning, but this is all adults with disabilities, all forms of disabilities.
so child labor laws still apply?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
So once you get to the residential, once you get to the residential part of things, and I know you can only speak from your experience, but how is it something that a parent of a child in this particular situation, that they look forward, not that they want to push them out of the nest,
Yeah.
but like as a parent, do you find that there's a lot of apprehension initially about them letting their child go into and live someplace on their own?
Yeah, it's different for every parent. Like for me, I still like I might cry talking about it right now. Like I want her to be with me forever, but I know every one of us are created with that inside of us, that at some point we want to go be outside of our parents' home, and most of our kids are that way. Our citizens love coming to work every day and being with their friends. They don't want to be at home with mom and dad. And that's the thing that people don't get. Like they want to be independent too. They want to be in community. They were created for that. And they want to be in community with purpose. And so, yeah, parents are a little bit apprehensive because let me tell you something. Our citizens, our population, they're one of the most preyed upon populations for abuse.
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
scary. And that's why we're building this, is because we want to create that place. And, you know, people can get through even in these environments, but our goal is to create a safe and loving place where when parents like me go be with the Lord, our greatest fear is conquered by creating a space that their child's going to be loved, taken care of, purposed, and just given a life of that ultimate fulfillment. And so we're really solving generations of parents' greatest fears.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, so we are, Addie can be that citizen at times. And so one thing that we're working on right now is creating the programming for the individuals that have some of those heavy needs like aggression and self-injury and elopement. So we're creating programming for those individuals. It's kind of hard to do in a church. You get a hole in the wall in a church and that's not good. But we want to be inclusive to all disabilities, and you know we want to have those spaces that we have the right medical team and professionals that can be there for all of our adults with disabilities.
That's amazing. Hey, listen, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Give out the social media and the website and all that stuff again, real quick, so we make sure folks know.
Yeah, website is addiesbigarmy.org. It's ADYS bigarmy.org. You can find us Addie's Big Army on social media. So, yeah.
Listen, I know you already know, but you are amazing. Your daughter and your family are amazing. In the entirety of what has been put in your path is an amazing gift.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
It's an amazing
Thank you
gift.
very much. I mean, that
That
There's just not
touched
words
our
for
heart
it.
right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's
It
awesome.
was touching.
Y'all
I'm gonna go
tune
cry
in
in the car
tomorrow
real quick.
and
Yeah, I'll be back.
come see us out in Leeds. Motors on Main.
Can't wait.
Love everybody. Be the people. We're out.
Thank you.
Peace.
Listen across all your devices. This is Talk 99.5.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, guys.